Namaste, I'm Archana Pammi. Welcome back to my channel. Wrapping up this week's asanas of animal inspired poses in the yin yoga kingdom with an intense one. This pose is called cat pulling its tail. It is going to look as serious as the name is, where you're going to try to reach some part of your body which feels unreachable at that moment at least. But this is a very good pose to help work your quads as well as your iliotibial band, which is very good for people who play, who run, who use their legs a lot. Helps them stretch these even better and also relieves some sort of tension or stress in the lower back. But if you have any injuries like sciatica, slip disc and all those things, please avoid this pose. This is very intense. And if you still don't have that hip mobility and you can't bend your knees because of any injuries or anything, again, please don't do this. The only prop that I would use is a strap for just binding the leg, but otherwise you don't need any other props for this. We are going to do this lying down, so let's lie down. I'll first demonstrate the right hand side and then we'll move to the left hand side with intensity and variations. So lying down on the body, I'm going to lie down on my right hand side, extending my right arm in front of me, extending the legs, stacking the legs one over the other. Now what I'm going to do is bend the right knee and try to use my left palm to collect the inside of the right foot. So, and then place it down such that your quads are actually stretching right now. You don't have to move them too much, you just place it such that your hips are in line. Now what we are going to do is we are going to bring the left leg forward, stretching it out as far as possible and trying to approach binding, getting a 3-finger grip on the big toe. Now you can see this is how intense it looks. This is like cat pulling its tail, some weird angle. Now we can go into a twist, a spinal twist, by dropping the left shoulder on the mat and relaxing. Like with all in yoga poses, you need to stay here as long as possible. So we'll do that. Now you may find it easier to get the quad stretch happening by holding the feet. This might be sometimes intense. So in that case, what you can do is again use a yoga strap. Use the yoga strap to pull the feet towards you so you can focus on the quad of the right leg and then open your shoulders and let them lie on the mat. So that is one variation to lessen the intensity. Now switching to the left side. So bring the left foot, place the thumb on the soles of the feet, and then you will be able to wrap your arms out and get the quad stretch going. Then slowly extend the right foot forward and use your thumb, index and middle finger to get a 3-finger grip on the big toe. Now you can slowly open your shoulders and add the spinal twist. And breathe. So here again you could use the strap to hold the foot. If you're not able to hold it, you can simply place the leg forward and just get into your forearm to just be able to do that action. So I prefer not doing this. I prefer just lying down so that I'm not adding additional bends and twists into already a lot that is happening. So I just prefer lying down and just extending my leg and just holding the back foot, working the quad of the other leg and extending the hamstring and the calf of this leg, as well as working the iliotibial band because of the intense stretch that we are doing with the bind. So that is the cat pulling its tail asana, a very intense one, but with the most beneficial, most benefits, because of the bind that we are doing. We are actually working on the quadriceps and the iliotibial band because we are doing a twist when we are moving the other leg forward and also extending the back of that leg. So this is a very good pose for the legs. So very beneficial for those who run, who play, who need quick agility and suppleness in the movements of the joints in the legs can absolutely use this pose. If you are a runner, you could use this as a warm-up, and you can also use this after you have done running. And when you add that twist after you get into the final pose, because of the low spinal twist, it also helps release any tension and also helps in a little bit of posture correction for those who sit for a long time and work. If you have deep back issues, injuries, please avoid slip disc, sciatica and everything way too intense. There are different poses that you can do rather than this. And of course, knee, hip and ankle injuries, tear, slipped, whatever, please avoid, because this is one intense pose. I hope you liked this pose and this entire series of animal asanas. We'll see what we have in the subsequent weeks to come by, and we will follow it up with a sequence assembling all the asanas as well into a practice session. Thank you. Please share your feedback and suggestions. Namaste.